First ba ogera bango watchinga live band lukoba wayo chegera paka bude kucha band era bane kulekere DJ nasmoro muziki ya jiwe zote tekekere manye kyokunya baba chikwata kyokunya bachikwata abana kyokunya that take us yeah just enjoy. Please come. That's all that take us if you need them. Yeah. And I'm still bleeding. I'm climbing every mountain. Swing every thought we were the same, but now I can explain how we got so far apart. Poison words from all your friends. I deserve the things they said, but still ain't worse than what I'm saying in my own head. So tell me I'm a waste of time. Tell me why I can never change your mind. Did you even really try? Maybe you just need time. Yeah, 'cause baby, I can fall asleep at night. I'm wondering if by your side, is it the same as you and I? Yeah. Sorry. Hey. Oh, you will preserve. Oh, you will preserve. Plus arrow. Ni sobasa kita masalah kelas. Kodo madomo. Iwe kingambe na gamba kingambe nataka kuwasili. All right.
I'm very live. Nice. What do you think?
Thank you, the takers, dancers of our Dean of Students, our great Dean, man of integrity. We love him so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring the invitation of this evening. Next on our agenda, we want to welcome the chairperson electoral commission. Which? The chairperson electoral commission. Electrical. Okay. I hope he's around. The chairperson. Please, the chairperson, electoral commission, we can't do. This is the time that we need you to come and present to us the people that went through your electoral commission process. So I find myself entering my profession.
We are waiting for you.
Please, let's have someone as wait for the EC. Please, the EC, you're a little bit dangerous, but let's have some kind of entertainment. Let's have White Newman. Let's have White Newman. Because we have limited time and we have to use only these minutes to make sure that we cover up every kind of program. And later we move to
Forest Bar.
Forest.
As you can see,
the weather is not good.
Friend.
So
I think he's here.
the chairperson electoral commission.
That's right.
Okay, he's available.
Let's have him.
You're most welcome.
I hope everyone has gotten my speech. I mean the copy. Hope you have it there with you. I first thank the Almighty God for every day, for rendering us the gift of life, protection, and genuine mercies, and allow me to recognize the Vice Chancellor in absentia, top management, top for university management available, GRCs, guild speakers, congratulations upon your successes. Students present, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes. I'm Honorable Justice Pario David, a student pursuing Bachelor's degree of Science in Agriculture in my final year from School of Agriculture. Sorry about the weather. Pursuing Bachelor's of degree of Science in Agriculture. Final year. School of Agriculture. University 2022. Electoral process was carried out successfully, though we had challenges. With the use of separate ballot papers, and the eligible students exercise their right and responsibility well. Thanks to all that did so. So I applaud all those students who came and exercised their vote, their right of voting. And thank you for being responsible students and citizens of Uganda. So I worked with the team of ballot makers. And at this time, first of all, me myself, the chairperson, I had my vice chairperson Ataleva Vincent, you can wave. I had Kayesu Patience as secretary. I had Usinga David Publicity. I had Ahumuza Derek Finance. I had Nakahuma Innocent Commissioner School of Education. Kabaduluzu Luse Commissioner School of Education. Morongo Ismail Commissioner School of Soil. Tumsime Cedric Commissioner for School of SAS. Kule Linat School of Business Commissioner. You can wave the people. I had Nasser Juliet Commissioner School of Agriculture. Mugeni Kadir Commissioner School of Agriculture. And so the electoral process produced a great number of leaders that the students entrusted with the powers and authority to lead them for the academic year 2022-2023, and these are the following that went through. Allow me to introduce them right now. I am going to read the post, and I think can come here, or maybe you can stay there. Just wave. Maybe stand and wave. Stand up and wave. Okay. I'll begin with the president. That is His Excellency Utulizi Dan. We also had Nakito Hafsa, Female Jarasi School of Agriculture. Please, where are you, Hafsa? We had Karumi Goreti, Female Jarasi.
Excuse me. We are requesting for the purposes of identifying who are gotten through, at least you raise and we see it. Because it's honor that because it's because you went through. Stand and wait for the people. They are here to witness what happened during the electoral process.
Okay, I will begin our address, okay? Yes. The Bill President, His Excellency Utulizi Dan. I've been invited here to follow protocol, and so I will have the Vice President from Himorola, Deputy Prime Minister Nyakaisiki Libya. We have Eloi Hope Priscilla, Minister of Finance. We have Lothamio Mike Derrick for Information and Publicity. We have Kauma Abbas for Foreign Affairs and Public Relations. Kauma Abbas. We have Tesite Dovico, Minister for Postgraduates. We have Moroki Kavuma Audala, Security Minister. We have Alidania David, Minister for Religious Affairs. We have Mutegeki Raymond Nixon, Minister for Academics. We have Wambale Nicholas, Minister for Health. Wambale Nicholas. We have Mugabe Robert, Minister for Games and Sports. We have Peter Roda, Minister for Culture and Gender. We have Tugume Victor, Minister of Alinaito Alex, Presidential Secretary. We have Alviera Christopher, Presidential Advisor of School of Agriculture. Female Jarasi, Nakito Hafsa. We have Waiswa Agasti. We have female JRC Kalungi Goretti School of Education. We have Tinamasiko Aaron, male JRC Education. We have Tugune Victor, male JRC. We have Nanyanzi Anet, female JRC Public Health. We have Barbara Nicholas, male JRC Health Sciences. We have Mosite Christopher, male JRC SAS. We have Otobio, male JRC Soy. We have Ario Reto, female non-residential. We have Morungi Abdallah Kapma, male JRC non-residential. We have Kengisa Luce Joan, female JRC person with disability. We have Nambamia Brighton, male JRC person with disability. We have Katutu Silvia, female JRC weekend. We have Anaito Brian, male JRC weekend. We have Asime Asante, JRC Wasongora. We have Alevale Charles, JRC Vanyoro Stroke Isa. We have Atuhaiwe Edison, JRC Napole Matida. We have Pira Yoga, JRC Kumakonzo. We have St. Peter Raymond, JRC Bakanda. We have Pauma Abasi, JRC Apollo Mukosa. We have Karomi Ibni, female chief pressure. We have Olomi Charles, male chief pressure. We have Felicite Dovico, male JRC postgraduate. We have Kalun Katari, female JRC postgraduate. We have Komino Roland, female JRC for long distance. We have Tibia Eric for long distance, JRC, male. And lastly, I will introduce to you the new speaker,
JRC for long distance.
Right Honorable Wesker Christopher, as the new speaker 2023. And his deputy, Right Honorable Madam Ario Rachel, Deputy Speaker. So those are the people who went through. Those are the people who went through. No other person are still having training issues, which are getting not sorted out, but soon they will be cleared. As I continue with my speech, to the leaders who went through, this is just my to advance to you people, to be a good leader, be a good listener, be a great thinker, be neutral, don't fear me, as well as don't be egoistic. I emphasize that. Don't be egoistic. Don't be favoring people. Take out nepotism out of leadership, because we are international students here, and students talking education and the politics is just secondary, but not our primary and priority target, please. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents, me myself, for the courage, professionalism exhibited, experience used, and high level of integrity, respect for all stakeholders and concerned parties as well. The team I work with, our legal advisor, the Dean of Students, Mr. Mtawaruka University in me. Hopefully, I have served to my human and mistakes, and others I serve right. We can continue where possible. May the Lord that brought you here still take you back to various destinations. As for progress, for God and my country, I remain yours, Honorable Justice Koreographic, Chairperson of the Commission, and you come to the team. I beg something.
Yeah, thank you for such a wonderful speech. Yeah, open to the day over equal together, Mysore. Nachi! Gosh. Now, right about now, we are going to have we are going to have a point from Kali. Kali, are you around? You're around? And we're going to use the other microphone. If you see it, is Kali around? Is around? You're the tip. Kali? Okay. Nitupaka nikiwa kandi nikiweranga forest bar amadini kuna kigatangira inywana yeah. Mountains is the only place to be. Mountains of the whole university. Yeah, we love you all. Kandi kitu cha tribal is kibao. Mukonzo muganda motoro mukisubuki muticha. Kwenda tuho. So this is my bar. So yeah, you're going to be watching Alex Band and Forest Bar. Yeah, they're going to be playing free music live. Yeah, and everything is free of charge. Obviously, a guilty. There's nothing in the Wikimo. So we're going to be watching Alex Band. And after the Alex Band, we're going to be having a DJ play till morning. So you can choose to stay. Yeah, ubora agenda kunyamure bakakusaba sente ondege ekitu sasulimo kyabusa tugenda banga tunyumirwa abayimbi tugenda banga tunyumirwa omuziki DJ sabakabi tugenda banga tukikuba nga tukifakula paka butegeezenge okitegeera abagala okukuba omuziki kikwera Forest Bar obotuuka itawo mwisi okitegeera itawo mwisi yeah, the live band is still waiting for you. Ekintu kyanyu kyekotezemu yes. Support. When you reach there, you will find a photo here yes. And close out. But other things are just paid for free. You buy a beer and get in, but still a beer is yours. As long as you are in, yes. The beer photo will be 4,000. Will be 4,000. Yes. Wow. Other things, enter in entertainment. Just John. Gamba ofisi ya gilde omuganda agamba kijanjawaza mana betumanya akapia ako mutaka kwaka nyote muli mukisimu. Anyway, yeah, it's your age, it's what you go. Aro rwantera abamahani w'abasiramu basingira baturansiye kuruki manya. Aho nande atya aho ikisana bano abana bamanyikulya dapo sana hanuno koro kura abatindera muno kandi abasiramu tubakoza muri yeah, but all this it's a handover ceremony happening right now at Fountains of the University Saka. Tutunga bebeza abashaka kandi n'ababeire mu baruga offices betunga zisigara indirectly abakuba beza kubana amagezi yitwa abakwiza. So ingambera kinyo abakwiza leadership ababebeza abaruga mubakozese because they already know what is happening there. So in case of anything, yeah. University, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. University Nugi, then you have a road in Mukirora. And now we keep it to Mukweka and together we practice Mura. The Mura when it is Muru, and the Mukuru. So you get my point. So, kuweza aliona mgeni na yeye kutumanie leaders kuweza kumfugenda mgeni leaders za yeye. So, ezebe nemora beitu allow new ideas to come in. Watu watafunga kazi ya siasa, kutekeleza mshaka ya leadership ya na grande. Okay, kumkole ekimura hadi yes. Thank you, DJ. This is the whole package. Got you to some forest bar. It's your day, Vanda. So tonight is gonna be mad. Oh, you're not for a store. You yeah, the weather is still wasn't trouble here. But I hope this is God's blessing. Because I'm
Thank you so much. We always respect radio such events. It's a kind of blessing for those who are religious. You know the rate that comes during such events. So it's a blessing that the event has been blessed. So we don't just take it for granted. Hallelujah. Okay. We are going to start on because of time, and you know we have another event the other side. So we are minding about it so much. When you see people give speeches brief, just know something wrong is happening. Yes? So they are preparing. So we are going to have the swearing-in ceremony start over. And we are going to start with the speaker, the speaker, you know the arrangement, the ministers, the swearing at once, then the JRC. Then I will hand over this ceremony of handing over to the guild speaker, the outgoing guild speaker, and the incoming guild speaker will be the one to take over the swearing-in ceremony, and the rest of the program. All right. Abdul Latif, what's up, Latif? Someone wanted to give us a call. So we are still waiting for these people to prepare. They're coming, you know, somewhere as well. You think somebody is not done, isn't us? So they are planning on how they can start it over. So DJ, can we have something like a good song from White and Yauman?
Yes, Naaman. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time. Come and give us your tune. Hope your music is ready.
Just you
So Naaman, are you ready? You're ready? Yeah, we want to keep the fire burning. So tukuza man. Tutakuja and remember tuhambye obwire na whether birora so everything we are doing concise and precise. Yes, yeah man. It's your time. DJ. DJ.
Wabachiwe, wegechiwe, iwe, seksenonywa chiwe, kwerecha kuleta gaya limbuzi, natangaza kamado na mazomba, na vimba kabebi wa muromba, wabachiwe, DJ give you wabachiwe, wegechiwe, iwe, seksenonywa chiwe, kwerecha kuleta gaya limbuzi, natangaza kamado na mazomba, na vimba kabebi wa muromba, wabachiwe, DJ give you you are the more hot than the summer. I want to want to get a passport. Wabachiwe,
Yeah. Thank you, DJ. Yeah, you know. Thank you. Neoman.
Uncle Jerry.
Okay.
People can have love, eh? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Program. Yeah.
So we recognize the presence of the head of IGT's office for Portfolio region, who is coming in for the General Government. He's our chief guest and we recognize your presence. Thank you for honoring this invitation, and thank you for having Mountains of the Moon University. Then again, we have our former guild speaker, Mr. Emmanuel.
It's right here.
He's right here. Thank you. Recognize your presence. And so many other invited guests. Thank you for honoring this invitation. We shall is online.
Online?
Yes.
Wow, I like that.
So I'm worried from someone in America is watching.
No, people
Those are the
smart.
things I'm not used to.
Kutia, very smart. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for all smiling good. Thank you for looking beautiful. Thank you for looking handsome. By the way, when I look at this tent, I see capable leaders in the nation. Capable leaders in the nation. When I look at the vice president, the new, and the president, oh my God, those are the presidents tomorrow. So when you vote him like he's coming for president of Uganda, don't worry. But these are the things that we need to keep separate, because now, when you said now you want to become a president now.
It's okay.
Let's
Let's move on with the program.
So,
Yes. Ya bikaro gwagwane omutoro nkwagamba omukoro gwange gwikirize kugenda mu maiso buli kimu kitegekerwa kurungi security eroho so hurotekeine kinu kyawe. Yes. Yeah.
all right, that's we are still moving on about.
No, let's move on with
Okay.
the program.
Yes, they have tipped on me. Someone is the guild office. I mean the guild speaker. The incoming, the outgoing. They are ready for the swearing.
Yes, swearing.
So, with great honor, let me invite you. Please step and consider. I'm sorry to talk about this, but consider about time, please. Time is most important at this time.
Nabo ni baturora.
Bwire ukanitekereza mtaona oku indora na akatoro kunebuka bwire ni barango kunda agaruka. You know, this is the time that you need to be counting on how you will come back from town. You know, there are some people who stay this side. So when you see this rain, you start making calculations on how I'll come back.
So as you prepare, we are just waiting for you.
DJ be giving
DJ.
as long as these people, please.
Mutore kia yesere ebyokulya by'amatu. Yeah. It's happening right now at Mountains of the Moon University, and it's a handover ceremony. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I recognize the prayers of the head of IG in the region, the dean of students present, outgoing your president, outgoing vice your president, the incoming cabinet, the entire GRC protocol observed. Also recognized by mentor, Right Honorable TSA. Okay, thank you very much for turning and giving this ceremony a honor. So much privilege to see you around, and I'm very happy that the one who mentored me, and now I'm handing over to somebody else, is also witnessing. Thank you very much for honoring today's event. So, without wasting any minute, is at this particular moment where we start swearing in ceremony, and we shall start with the incoming guild speaker, who will take an oath. After taking an oath, he will be the one who will take over swearing in of all the other cabinet members and the GRCs in the order of the guild president, vice guild president, a Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister. The ministers will take the oath at once, and then also the GRCs will take the oath at once, being headed by one person. So at this particular moment, you will allow me to call upon the incoming Guild Speaker, that is none other than the Right Honorable Mwesige Christopher, to come and take on his oath. Mwesige Christopher, wherever you are, come over. Right Honorable Mwesige Christopher. Is the Right Honorable Mwesige Christopher around? Okay, he will take the oath. The Deputy Speaker, Guild Speaker will take the oath, and she will be the one to take over. And enough when he comes, wherever he will find us, we will continue with the agenda. So, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, Ario Rachel, please come on and take over. Okay. Oh, it's present. Thank you very much. You can still be around after his oath, then you also take yours. Christopher. We're having the swearing in the incoming Guild Speaker.
I, Mwesige Christopher of Public Admin and Management, I do solemnly swear that I shall serve Mountains of the Moon University, discharge my duties as a member, a speaker,
Okay. You repeat the oath.
I, Mwesige Christopher of Public Admin and Management, I do solemnly swear that I shall discharge my duties as a member, as a speaker of Mountains of the Moon University with honest and integrity, fully by the Guild Constitution, so help me God.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Mwesige Christopher. And this particular moment, we'll take on the agenda to swear in the Deputy Speaker, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, the entire cabinet. Those are the ministers who will take the oath at once. Then the GRC will also take the oath at once with the representative. So at this particular moment, I will give you the Guild Constitution that is being practiced as your custodian of this Constitution, and I will be handing over the other tools of powers to you as we are coming. And at this particular moment, I cannot still put on this gown, give you the tools of instrument as it is one of the tools that you are supposed to hold. So it is at this particular moment where you hand over to the incoming guild speaker. So in the
Congratulations, you got a reason to celebrate.
Hello. I thank the Almighty God that I have sworn in and I have been constituted as the speaker of this university. And I'm carrying on today's task for making other members of the guild swear in as fully constituted members in service for the students of Mountains of the Moon University. At this particular juncture, I call upon my deputy speaker, the deputy speaker is fourth on the agenda. I would ask you, Madam, to first sit down. At this juncture, I call upon His Excellency, the Guild President-elect, to come and take an oath. The Guild President, the current Guild President.
I, Jules Dan, a student from the Faculty of Education, pursuing Bachelor of Arts in Education Year 2. Being elected as Guild President, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of Mountains of the Moon University Students Guild. I will bear true and fair allegiance to serve and uphold the foundation of this Constitution. So help me God.
Congratulate the top executive, the person who will be heading the top executive of this university, who will be heading the cabinet. His Excellency Mr. Mdulizi Dan. I congratulate. Next on the protocol, next on the agenda is the swearing in of the deputy, of the vice president. The vice president. And I would like the outgoing cabinet, when they are handing over the instruments of power, to have the microphone and tell us what they are handing in. After.
I, Roland Komba, to support and defend the Constitution of Mountains of the Moon University Students Guild. I will bear true and fair allegiance to serve and uphold the foundation of the institution. This obligation freely, without any reservation, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of my Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations.
I congratulate His Excellency the Vice President for swearing in. Her Excellency the Vice President, Madam Komhimo Roland Akiki. Next on agenda is the Deputy Speaker. The Deputy Speaker, Madam Ario Rachel. Who is soon
being elected as I, Aria Rachel, of history, do solemnly swear that I shall discharge my duties as a member, Deputy Speaker of Mountains of the Moon University with honest and intelligent integrity to the best of my ability, abiding fully by the Guild Constitution, so help me God.
I also congratulate the one who is the Lordship, Madam Deputy Speaker Ario Rachel. Next on agenda we continue chapter. And the man himself looks to be a prime minister, the head of government business.
Do you believe?
I, Odin Kinu Jepta, being called upon to exercise the function of the Prime Minister to the Guild Government of Mountains of the Moon University, do solemnly swear and affirm my allegiance to the Guild Constitution that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as shall be debated and committed to the sincerity in the discharge of my duties as the Prime Minister. So help me God.
I also congratulate the Prime Minister, now a fully constituted Prime Minister of Mountains of the Moon University, who will hold all the government business, the guild projects. Next on the agenda is the Deputy Prime Minister. The Deputy Prime Minister, she's very smart, and she happens to be coming from we share the same school, and we are proud from the School of Arts and Sciences. We are honored to have the Speaker and the Deputy Prime Minister.
I, Lydia Nyakaisiki, being called upon to exercise the functions of Deputy Prime Minister of Mountains of the Moon University, do solemnly swear and confirm my allegiance to the Guild Constitution that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as shall be debated and committed to my secrecy in the discharge of my duties as the Deputy Prime Minister. So help me God.
Congratulations, Madam. Congratulations, Madam. This is the Deputy Prime Minister who will be working hand in hand with our Prime Minister. I think they make even a good couple. But please, let's serve Mountains of the Moon University. For the ministers, they will be led by one person, by one minister. And I call upon the Minister of Justice and Constitution. All of you, possession. The Minister of Postgraduate. DJ, at this juncture, I would like each and every minister at first address himself in very limited time, one by one.
Take Raymond Nixon from the Faculty of Education, doing Bachelor's of Science with Education, Physics, Math, the Minister of Academics.
I'm Tukume Victor, pursuing Bachelor's of Business Administration. I'm the newly appointed Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs.
My name is Keloi Hope Priscilla from the Faculty of Business and Management Studies, pursuing a bachelor's degree in Business Administration. I'm the newly approved Finance Minister.
I'm Mamroja Abdallah from the School of Agriculture and Environmental Science, pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in
My name is Mira Road Culture.
I'm called Rothomeo Mike Derry, School of Informatics and Computing, appointed Minister of Information and Publicity. Robert is my name, pursuing a bachelor's degree in Education, Physics, IT, and the newly appointed Sports Minister.
Alikanyera David is my name, from School of Arts and Social Sciences, pursuing a Bachelor in Social Work and Social Administration. I've been appointed and approved as the Minister for Religious Affairs.
Hi.
I Wesley Doviko Macharadi, a student pursuing a master's in social sciences, together with my fellow ministers, being appointed as a minister of Mount Elizabeth Amuri University. Students give solemnly affirm my allegiance to the Guild Constitution, that I will at all time truly serve the Guild in the office of Minister of Postgraduate Students, to the best of in the discharge of my
I thank you all, honorable ministers, and they all look very smart. I ask you to take your seats. The DJ. Now it is the swearing in of GRC's Guild representative in the council. My honorable members of parliament, honorable members in the house, you come in front and they will be led by Honorable Weso Agasti. I see you are putting a smile on your face. Honorable Augustine was my competitor in the race for speakership. Members, each one is a function for them. Swearing in.
Edison Atire from School of Education, GRC Wanyakurechi.
I am Charles Solongabo, School of Education, the GRC from Kisa.
I, Rotomio Mike Derek, School of Informatics and Computing, DRC.
Good afternoon. Protocol observed. I'm called Nachito Hafsa, a female GRC School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Thank you.
I'm called Kiza Rosette. I'm from the School of Education, GRC Wabis Association.
Thank you very much. I'm Twinama School. Aaron Jonathan, a student in year 2, School of Education. I'm a male GRC Faculty of Education. Thank you.
Faster.
Victor is my name from the School of Business. Mayor GRC representing the School of Business.
Female GRC School of Arts and Science.
Schedule B Komataradi, male GRC from School of Arts and Social Sciences.
Voice Augustine, GRC Agriculture, male.
Brighton Ampamia, from a School of Education, a male representative of students with disability.
Awasomi Matred from School of Education, a Mbis one by tribe, a GRC for Wabisi.
Charles is my name from Faculty of Education, Political Science, Mathematics and Economics, a male chief Howard representative.
Marungi Abdallah Kakma is my name from School of Agriculture and Environmental Science, pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture, a male representative for non-residential students.
Arungi Evening is my name from School of Education, Bachelor of Arts in Education, and female representative year 1.
My name is Nanyas Annette, the female representative, School of Health Sciences, pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing science.
My name is Wambari Nicholas, the male GRC School of Health Sciences, pursuing bachelor's in science.
My name is Kavuma Abbas, GRC from Tosa. I'm Mtoro.
Thank you. My name is Raymond Sempija Rigaba, GRC Kobazambogo. Thank you.
My name is Daria Rachel, pursuing Bachelor of Arts in Education, Entrepreneurship and History, GRC for non-residential, female. Thank you.
My name is Bira Roda, GRC Mubasa, a proud Mukonjo.
My name is Kemisa John, female GRC representing students with disability.
My name is Kadut Sylvia, representing GRC Commitment Students, female representative.
I myself, my name is Mwesige Christopher. I'm a GRC from the School of Arts and Social Sciences. I would request the honorable members to raise up their arms as Honorable Oiso is going to lead them in swearing an oath.
All right, thank you. This is again another great honor to be the course. You also mentioned yours. Second.
I, Waiso Augustine, of Bachelors of Science in Agriculture, do solemnly swear that I shall discharge my duties of the GRC Mountains of the Moon University with honesty and integrity to the best of my ability, abiding fully by the Guild Constitution. So help me God.
Thank you, I thank you, honorable members. These are the people who had These are the people who had to put in much efforts in constituting the ministers, and if someone was here, he knew the hist that was here. These people had to campaign, they had to put in a lot of efforts, they paid commitment fee that was exponentially, even you would see that really there was something, and you would appreciate that the politics here at MMU, they are gradually graduating into another step, and we are really entering into a public status with the public status leaders. These members printed out posters, they campaigned, and they made the event colorful. Students engaged in voting, they turned up more than other elections, and I think it was their efforts, because they had to dig down up to that student to tell him, you come and vote for me. And in the end, some of us, we got opportunities that even the president, they got opportunities that the people were engaged already, and politics was at the grassroots. People end up in thousands. And at this time, we have ended the procession of swearing in. And at this time, I would like not to keep quiet that they had to put in a lot of efforts. And given that the number is 27, they are manageable. I think look into it, because it will be my first question when I enter into the house. What are you having for us? What are you having for us? These people, they will be on my neck when I enter into the house, especially their allowances and stipends. I hand over the microphone to the MC.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Our guild speaker, Alex. Yes. And now fully guild speaker has sworn in, and nothing to say about it again. You see how he's even speaking with authority. Because you already have it. He already has the authority. So, thank you so much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We are still continuing with our handover and swearing in ceremony. And right now we have already done with the part of swearing in. We are going to proceed into the session of handover. But before we go there, I want to recognize the presence of someone so essential, someone so much important, who honored the invitation to come and be part of this event. That is none other than Maxon Muwezi, Honorable, who is a finalist of Political Science, Makerere University, awaiting graduation in May 2022, and who is the former chairperson, NRM Students, Makerere University 2018-2021, then who is also the former Guild Presidential Candidate, Makerere University 2019, and right now works with General Muwezi Jim, and is aspiring national chairperson, NRM Youth League, and he led the NRM University Students Task Force 2021. He's right with us. We thank you so much. He's the one waving to us. We thank you so much for honoring the invitation and respecting this mighty event. Without wasting time, because we are caught up with time, and remember we have other function at the Forest Bar, we shall directly move to handover. Yes. We should go on with the handover. So, Yeah. So the newly elected guild speaker still will take over. This the newly elected guild leaders will be handed they will be handed handing no the new the outgoing I think yes the outgoing things are not easy by the way. When you're not a political leader there's something you need to talk with. Yes. So the outgoing please don't go very far. These people still need you. They need your advice, and they need to always hear from you. You have done so much service for this university, and therefore the knowledge you have applied and whatever you have done, it can still be applicable. Though this will now come to add on from where you stopped from. So we call upon the newly elected guild speaker to come and lead this session of helping the tools. Yes. Of helping the outgoing guild leadership to hand over the instruments of power to the new incoming guild leadership. Thank you so much.
For handing over, let's start in the top hierarchy of the guild administration. We are starting with the guild president. I think you will come in front and shake hands and give us the instruments of power to our president. The vice president,
This thing land, putting the wheel. Yeah, clicking to check on the top.
The Prime Minister.
Yeah, speed game, today
Yeah. The Deputy Prime Minister.
the transport.
We are happy that the was called We are so happy that the ones called general secretaries, now they are prime ministers. I congratulate you. the speaker, his lordship. Now we are having two speakers, but the outgoing and the incoming. But now since I have Sony, I am the speaker.
Okay. So this particular moment, I'm so much privileged. Newly elected you are speaking. Over to you, the Guild Constitution. Hand over to you the Constitution that is under revision. Also, you can make any changes that you think are very important to students' affairs. And I hand over to you the file that contains very many documents. You may read through and see where there are loopholes you can fill and where you can add more. Please do it. Thank you very
Protocol. I'm sorry, I've forgotten my deputy speaker. Madam Maria Rachel, come for handover. My deputy speaker.
I have been the Deputy Speaker for Mountains of Damon University for the previous regime, and I'm handing over to my beloved sister, Right Honorable Madam Aria Rachel. I'm handling this file. It is self the boss, who is the Right Honorable Speaker. So I confide in you, Madam, you're going to do the best. Thank you.
This time, for the outgoing speaker and his deputy, they were males only. But for now, in our regime, it's gender mainstreaming. I have the lady. At this time, I call upon the ministers. And I will request that the Minister of Finance to first stay on your, first sit down as your fellows are coming, because this is a sensitive ministry that has all instruments here. Ministers, where are you?
Correction. We are two ministers. We are going to have over to one minister. The reason is because two ministries were joined into one. That is the Ministry of Public Relations and the Ministry of International Students. International Student Affairs. So they were joined into one ministry, which is the Public Relations and Foreign Affairs. Hope it's clear. And this is a ministry, the new one.
The Minister of Education, the Minister. The Minister of Gender and Culture. The Minister for Constitutional Affairs. Minister of Health. The Minister of Information and Publicity. The Minister of Defense, Government. The Minister for Campus Affairs, the Minister for Campus Affairs is not yet approved. That post is still vacant. The question goes to the President. In the next GRC meeting, we are going to pursue that minister. I would request the Prime Minister. I request the Prime Minister to come and receive this file. It's now the Minister for Games and Sports. I call upon now the Minister of Finance, the incoming Minister of Finance. But I really don't know if this handover there has been an audit, especially for the issues of finance, especially for the issues of some misunderstandings that came about. You understand? I don't know if there has been an audit. And if there is a report, I would like someone to read it for us, because we don't want issues in the coming government.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. The outgoing Minister of Finance, Absalom, present. With the views we have made regarding the accountabilities, our books of accounts and our file as far as finance ministry is concerned, our file has no errors. So for that reason, I strongly talk this. I welcome the incoming finance minister in this ministry, but this is where all the guilty, all the students of the university rotate. It is the center, it is the backup one. Take an instance, when you go to withdraw money from the bank, be careful. Assuming you have gone to withdraw 80 million and it gets lost, that means the activity for tomorrow won't take place. So I wrote for you a letter in this file which bases on finance. You must put internal controls when you are handing money to another person. You must follow the order of requisitions and struggle to avoid or to control the financial risk, the risk that you are likely to lose the money. I will welcome you in the world of corporate finance management.
The session for handover, it has ended. And I call upon the MC to continue with the agenda.
The speaker. Yeah, we are going to move on with the program. Next on program is going to be the speech from the speaker outgoing and the guilty president. The speaker, please wait. Now, before the speaker, I believe you and Mchali Mwembeu. Teno, hati yembehe kineko. Take on the stage. Ubanze mtusemezemo. Yes. Take on the stage. Ubanze mtusemezemo hanuna. Then we move on. Yes. The takers, I'm waiting for you. The takers. Takers on stage.
You were the shadow to my light, did you feel alright? Another star when you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight, I wanna see us.
Mountains of the Moon University.
You were the shadow to my light, did you feel alright?
This is how you
Another star when you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight, I wanna see us. Was it all in
It's only a flash, 15 minutes, ready for time. It's just I had it all, you don't wanna rush out, I know. It's your life, feel all over, it's your life, too late on all this, you go for that song, you know my song. It's just when you get shit on me, I'm just going to the first one, I'm going to roll my phones inside, no, it's not no chance to please me, every place is place for a reason, side eyes like you like easy, the whole thing, keep going to pieces, all these dudes are evil.
Here we go. We love you. We love you. Yes. We love you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Nigera Matagata, Nigera Matagata.
And remember, it would be better than this just when we reach out to Forest Park. Forest Park. Just from here. You don't need to miss what will happen there.
Okay, we'll move on with the program.
Right.
Next on program is the speech from the out.
The speeches around here, so he will summarize because of time. Remember, we started this event at late, and we have other event to cover up. So make sure that you summarize your speech. Then we see how we can move on. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, the moderators of today, and thank you very much, the entertainers of today. Then for my speech. I know the agenda, the deputy speaker will not get at go. I would like him to give us some 2 or 3 words, not more than at least 4 minutes. Then we proceed with the speech. I think that was done in good time. Thank you. Thank you very much, the Right Honorable, retired but not tired, protocol observed. Cabinet of the previous government, which is the 15th government, for having largely served to your best. I thank you very much, and I hope that the tools we have handed to the new cabinet will guide them as they also reach to this triumph day, like as how we have actually done. As the Right Honorable Speaker, who is our former Speaker now, has told you that it was not catered for. So with those few words, I had just you take it to another level. Without saying much, let me stop here and call upon the retired Right Honorable Speaker, Sir Honorable Waguma Lake Apul, to take over. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, and take a seat. So, still, it will be quite ashaming I start my speech when my mate is around without saying something, at least 1 or 2 words. None other than I honor your presence, sir.
Good President, incoming and outgoing. My name is President Manuel. I was here as one. Much honored, Mr. Dean, to be here this afternoon. Though I'm leaving, maybe just one or two words. When I was a leader, something I enjoyed so much was serving people diligently and by people. And this is what we expect from our leaders, especially the incoming. Humility is very, very important because the title you have is temporary, the office you hold is temporary, but what will hold you in this world is the humility that you have. And the people have touched out of the small actions that you do. Kindly, I've heard here people mention something very bad, like you stand here and say, I am Mtoro. You stand here and say, I am Mganda. That is very, very bad. Some people on the strength of our cultures, our identity. Our identity here is being students of Mountains of the Moon University and also being Uganda. You people outside there, it is very tough. When people try to bring out their identity in terms of their language, in terms of their cultures, is what makes people start competing over useless things. If we are to serve, we have to serve as a team. Let's humble ourselves and have the work done. Make sure in the 1 year that you have in office, you leave your legacy, not based on who you are, but based on what you have provided for the people. Thank you so much. I'll be back next time.
Thank you very much. Once a honorable, always a honorable. And hopefully I reflect the right person and it was the right person. My name is Babu Malaki and I'm going to be speaker. The Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, in absentia, Registrar Administration, Registrar Academics, Registrar Finance, in absentia, outgoing 15 Field Cabinets and GRCs, the incoming 16 Field Cabinet and GRCs, Electoral Commission 2022, guests present, greetings from the outgoing Field Speaker. We thank the Providence for the knowledge, strength, and the unity that has enabled us to be good leaders of Mountains of the Moon University. Since the 6th of April 2020, where we started exercising our duties, up to the 22nd of April 2022, making the 15th Guild government the longest serving, as most regimes serve for not more than a year. This was caused by the COVID-19 the entire globe, and here we felt the pandemic for a year. However, online studies helps a lot to keep us up to date despite the delays in our academic progress. But I would like to inform you that no condition is permanent in life, and glory be to God that we are back almost to normal. May the soul of those who succumbed to the pandemic rest in eternal peace. The Providence has protected us against satanic evils characterized by fights, corruption, from his or her studies because of the bad behaviors. A rich mere appreciation to the 15th Guild Representative Council and the Cabinet for the cooperation we have exhibited for all that long in the exercising our roles as students, leaders of Mountains of the Moon University, and ensuring that Mountains of the Moon is a better place for us all in academics and in social relationships. I cannot forget the entire students' fraternity that has enabled the GRC perform its work, well, especially on issues of accountability and other related tasks that have helped students express themselves here at Mountains of the Moon University. Bravo to all the Mountains of the Moon University students. The Electoral Commission has conducted a fair election despite the challenges. Hopefully they will not grow and turn into cancer at Mountains of the Moon University. Let the puzzle today be see no more peace.
elections for the better of our university. Congratulations to the Electoral Commission of 2022 for having paved the way for our peaceful handover of power to the newly entrusted leaders of this distinguished mountains of the Moon University. I'm humbled to thank the university administration for the support that you have given to us throughout, enable us to fulfill our role as the 15th years. The Dean of Students in particular, may the Almighty grant you the best in life, the encouragement, all-time guidance, and enabling our concerns to reach the top university management that has been a splendid process. The feedback will reach us in the rightful place. As the 15th Guild Council, we managed to conduct all the 4 council meetings. One emergency was specifically discussed some of the loopholes that existed in the student school constitution that needed added nothing was given. Having all the sessions successfully conducted is a sign that we have had a vibrant council, and in such a meeting, issues pertaining to student welfare at Mount